Okay, so let's start with question number 22. Here we are talking about one passage and we have to find out the essence of this passage. So, John Cleese told Fox News Digital that comedians do not have the freedom to be funny in 2022. Why? Because there has always been limitations on what they're allowed to say. I think it's particularly worrying at the moment because you can only create an atmosphere of freedom when you're not checking everything you say critically before, right? Because what you have to be able to do is to build without knowing where you're going because you have never been there before. Okay, that's what creativity is. You have to be allowed to build. And a lot of comedians now are sitting there, and when they think of something, they say something. Can I get away with it? Means there is an atmosphere of fear. There is no freedom in this creativity, then they can go and creative way anywhere. I don't think so. So and so got into trouble and he said that, oh, she said that. So if you're worrying about what he said, she said as a comedian, what see I mean you see what I mean, that's the death of creativity. So for essence, let's start with the first one. Comedians are being prevented from saying what they want, and that is the death of this art form. Art form is not dying here. uh, they are not prevented, they are in atmosphere of fear. Okay, and they are restricted by that atmosphere, so we can eliminate this. In option number 2, comedians must not check what they think and say. They must go where no one has gone before. So first of all, this becomes very very extreme. Must not check, you are imposing, and if you are giving them this a lot of freedom or lot of liberation while speaking, they must go where they have not gone. So we are talking about they must go able to build their own knowingness. We are talking about in the sense of creativity, not in the sense physically. So this gets eliminated. Third, freedom and creativity are essential for comedy. Yes, we are talking about freedom, freedom of speech or freedom to create things. And free fear about offending people hinders originality. Yes, comedians are in a fear, and it is actually hindering the originality or creativity of comedians. So we can take this option. Option number 4 talks about creativity and critical thinking cannot work together. Comedians must first be creative and later be critical. So these things are not taken as a major concern. Major concern is atmosphere of fear, and they need freedom. So we have to take option 3 as the essence. Coming to the next question, number 23, there is a sentence that is missing in the paragraph and you have to fit in. So the paragraph starts with the first phase of globalization occurred long before the introduction of either steam or electric power. So Chinese consumers at all social levels consumes vast quantities of spices, fragrant foods, and etc. And what happened when they are consuming? Somebody is providing. So the Southeast Asian people who lived in forests gave up their traditional livelihoods and they reoriented their economies to provide Chinese or supply Chinese consumers. So you can see in case of first, we cannot introduce Europeans because we are talking about these exchanges of the year 1000 opened some of the routes through which goods and peoples continue to travel after Columbus. Okay, so yet the world of 1000, we are again talking about the world of 1000 before 1492 in important ways. Travelers who encountered one another in the year were much closer technologically. So I cannot put this one about European because we are still into the exchange and the program going on. But after this, when you talk about travelers, the Europeans did not invent globalization, but they changed and augmented. So now you can fit this one. The what was already there in 1000, if globalization hadn't yet begun, Europeans wouldn't have been able to penetrate the market in so many places as quickly as they did after 1940, 1492. So we started with Chinese, South Asian people as suppliers. Then we came to travelers, and then we came to Europeans who were not actually inventing globalization, but yes, they have changed many things. Okay, so this gives you option number 3 because Europeans have already come here and they have changed. So you cannot take fourth one. So option 3, this becomes your answer. That is option number 4 here. It is mentioned in fourth point. Okay.